I'm sorry, that was just a huge mess. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start working. Yeah, I just don't I want to get in trouble for something like that, because in case someone, like, tries to paint me as more insidious. Okay, I'll just write something on Blue Sky. Yeah, quote post. Sorry for the delay. Starting again. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just a huge mess. Just kind of killed the mood a little bit. I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah, I just didn't want to get in trouble for something like that. I know it's like, most people will probably understand it's a small mistake, but yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna start lining this dude up. We're doing some line art, essentially. Yeah, I think I killed, like, all the momentum of the stream, so... and it's just, starting to feel better, but I guess not. Yeah, it's just kind of a rough couple of weeks. A lot of good things happen, but just my work has been kind of rough, so I've just been out of it. Yep. Definitely not a professional at this. Anyways. Yeah, I meant to write KK, but yeah. Let's get back to... Actually, I should probably look at the stream manager. Looks like the ads are gone, so great. Or my ad window is gone. Oh my god. So I'm not really sure when the next ad will be. Yeah, so, what the hell is going on with my stream, man? I'm just gonna make sure it's, still... Yeah, the settings are still there. Okay. Yeah, it's just... I don't know when the next ad will be, but it's set to drop it into the chat when it's about to happen, so... You know, I'll try and adjust for that, so... Yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and, get to work. Yeah, so this is this is just a character I think I've either found randomly in the Artfight Discord or on the website itself. I thought he was, like, really pretty, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just been a mess lately. Yesterday I kind of just had to lay down and skip work along with the stream just because I felt so sick. I guess it shouldn't be too much of a downer today, but yeah. Felt a little bit better last night, I guess, for a little bit. But yeah, I'm just not sure where things are going in life so far, so... I guess I've been trying to find a new anime to watch, though, so there's that. I know that Don is back. It's like... Yeah, it's back on, so there's that. The next episode is supposed to be out today, so I'll have to make sure to catch that later. Yeah. I also tried redoing the hair for the 100th time, just because of the... yeah, the hair in my 3D modeling. Like, my little... Right now I'm doing, like, a head bust of my character, so... just to get a feel for how to do things. Because I've been trying to like force myself through through the entire process, so I can at least know what I'm supposed to do. I haven't really gotten that far though. I don't know, I just kind of mentioned it in a chat, and then I just kind of decided that I would actually try again. Yeah, the kind of struggle is just kind of getting the hair to not clip against each other, because it looks really messy. But yeah, I'm trying to, on this attempt, I'm trying to think out or like properly think over how to handle the parts and stuff, rather than just go at it. Because I was kind of just putting down hair the first time. But when I was like starting to add more hair, or like trying to fill it up, that's when the problem started to form. So yeah, I guess the next stage in my plan is just trying to just get things done properly. But yeah, so by the way, this is the character that I'm trying to draw, so yeah, he definitely falls more into the vibe of character that I like to draw myself. But you know, I thought I'd do him as a quick little you know, I thought it'd be a little bit relaxing, so before I start getting back into characters that aren't really my forte, I guess you could say. But yeah, I have a few revenges that I need to focus on pretty soon, though. However, I'll probably be focusing on this and a mermaid piece that I tried to start. This is this character right here. This sketch is like very, very messy right now, so that's why I didn't really want to advertise this. But yeah, I figured I could probably just focus on one sketch right now and just kind of doing this like sort of half body / headshot. I also kind of wanted to mess with a longer composition, so originally this was meant to be more like a headshot, but you know, I guess like looking at it now, it's like technically a half body, so yeah. Anyways. But yeah, I had a hard time getting up this morning because I just slept until like 3 p.m. Or no, 3 a.m. just because of the stress, so yeah. But yeah, I needed to get up and get some creamer for myself because I forgot to buy it last time. Like yesterday, I mean, after work. You know, I managed to get a few like little snacks, I think, but yeah, I didn't get any creamer. Honestly, I had to get honestly, I figured that I needed dinner because you know, half of my family members who live with me, they're going on a camping trip right now, so yeah, I just ended up getting dinner for myself. I also contemplated trying to make up for the missing Wednesday stream by streaming on Thursday, but I kind of decided against it. Anyways, kind of wondering how long this will take. Honestly, I feel like I've gotten pretty far so far, but yeah. You know, this morning it just occurred to me that I need to figure out my terms of service properly. I think that's the thing I usually struggle with when I try to set up commissions is, you know, getting a handle on the terms of service. Honestly, I kind of just look at other people's stuff to see what they write. But yeah, it's just kind of things like business and legality. It's a bit of a struggle. Also, hello, Baptistar. How are you doing today? I'm doing a little bit meh today, to be honest. I've just been a little bit messy. But yeah, right now I'm just drawing this dude right now. Doing this, like, guy right here, so... Yeah, I thought he was, like, pretty. I kind of found him randomly, so... Yeah, I decided to draw him out. You know, I'll just do something that's a little bit easier for myself. But yeah, how are you doing today? Are you doing any drawing yourself, or are you just chilling out right now? But yeah, I'm planning on focusing on this one piece right now, but eventually I might actually do a second piece. I'm getting through an attack. I see. What sort of OC are you drawing today? Sorry, I'm being a little bit quiet. Not really. Not like too many things, or sorry, not too many things have really happened for me this week. Just kind of existing, trying to just get through life. Kind of rage applied to a new job or another job, but I'm kind of having second thoughts about it, so honestly, it probably won't get accepted anyway, but yeah. Yeah, just part of me feels like I need to just think things through a little bit more. Gyaru Demon Lady, along with my OC. I see. Sorry, I think I forgot what Gyaru means, so... I mean, I'm sure I'll see once we actually get there. It's like Gyaru, like that. No, I don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. Yeah, I thought I heard the term Gyaru before, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so probably need to do some housework afterwards too, just like laundry and stuff. Laundry, take a shower, just kind of try to relax a little bit. It's a fashion subculture in Japan. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you might be talking about, actually, but I guess I'm not entirely sure how to describe it, but yeah, I think I know what you mean. But also, I might, like, try and focus more on I might try to actually, like, catch up on my revenges next week, so there's that. You know, a hint of what I'm doing next week. Basically, I'm thinking of... Yeah, I just want to, like, try and stop and think about, like, the composition a bit more. Haven't really been super thrilled about the stuff I made this week, so... Or at least, like, most of the stuff I made this week, so I want to, like, stop and think more about the composition. Try to come up with something a little more exciting. Yeah, something a little bit more exciting, but also something that won't, like, kill me. I've been trying to let myself produce some more, art that's a little more on the simpler side in terms of rendering. Yeah, like lighting and shading, I mean, so. Maybe, like, stuff that leans a little more into the dull shading rather than just full-on rendering. Because I think I almost, like... Yeah, I think that's what actually drained me last year, was just trying to go super hard with a lot of the shading and stuff. But yeah, I wish you luck on your attack. Anyways, I have not touched my coffee for a long time, so whoops. Oops. Let me just try to assemble things and just... Yeah, I need to get to sipping. It's 33 degrees. I see. Yeah, those yucky summer temperatures. Yeah, I know the pain. It's been pretty humid around here too. Actually, it was like just raining a little bit. It was just raining a little bit ago. Yeah, it's supposed to be a big thunderstorm, I think, later on. So hopefully nothing too severe. But yeah, I usually stream through the storms. But yeah, make sure to stay cool. You know, make sure to have your like water / various drinks. Okay, let me just I have not actually started working on the face yet, crazily enough, but I think I just kind of went forward with the hair. But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this while you were here, but I've been trying to start up some commissions. So, you know, I've been thinking that I need to like figure out the terms of service properly, and I have a general idea of what I want for the prices, but you know, I'm still I'm not entirely sure if they're like what I want, just kind of... Yeah, choosing prices is can be kind of hard for drawing, I think. Yeah, it's kind of a fight, like a internal fight of like whether I should like keep the prices lower so people would be more interested, or if I should like raise the prices, because I am like kind of a slow like painter / artist, so you know, I'm never like sure about the proper like how much like I should compensate for myself. But yeah. And oh nice, your art is good enough to buy. Thank you. Yeah, I hope people are interested. Yeah, I used to be more involved in trying to like make money off my art, but I think like some of the stuff that started popping up a few years ago kind of killed my motivation. But yeah, I want to try again, because as I've been like kind of mentioning here and there, I've been kind of like really upset with how my job's been going lately. So, you know, if I can like make enough money off of commissions, I could like at least try to get a job that's a bit easier going on myself. But yeah, just try to, like, I don't really plan on quitting or like stop working until I actually have until things are like really stable. But yeah, it's probably not going to be until a good while. But yeah, honestly, I've never been like super business savvy, so. But I'm glad you think that way. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet, just trying to figure out how to do the mouth. I usually like keep the teeth really simple here, so. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of things to think about, but I still want to like try and get things started around at least around August, or at most August, I mean. So Yeah. Out of curiosity, do you do commissions or no? I think I might have seen you like take commission or like take commissions. Sorry, I can't speak. I know. I think I've seen some of the work you might have ordered from Chris KC. Yeah, sorry, I suck at terminology. Yeah, I'm not sure if talking about business is the best thing for a stream, but it's just something that I've been kind of thinking about as we know. I do commissions. Okay, I see. Yeah, I was just kind of curious. I know you got some like pretty nice artwork yourself. But I'm a hold for Artfight. I see, I see. That's understandable. Yeah, you got some nice artwork, so I can see people paying you for some. But yeah, so. Anyways, I'm just kind of trying to make these eyes look nice. All right. All right, so let's try to add these eyelashes in. I feel like the eyes here aren't quite as centered as I normally make it, but at the same time, I feel like they look kind of, or like close to proper form. But I kind of like how they look as they are. It's just kind of I think it comes out looking alright. Honestly, I think I've been experimenting a little bit with some eyes I've been drawing. I'm not sure if I would make it the norm, but kind of these, where I kind of color in the dark parts, I should say. I say that, but I completely forgot to do it here, so. Yeah, I think I might have been doodling something like that. Sorry. Just a random naked chest. Kind of like playing with the style right here, because I think it looks pretty nice. But yeah, I think this style would mostly be for, like more of the quote-unquote clean art. Or like paintings, I should say. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that. Honestly, I've been having fun playing with the style where I kind of just like block in general colors and shapes, or block in more dark shapes, I think, or more shadowed shapes. I think you might have seen something like that for like my base paintings for some of my more recent artworks, like especially the stuff I did in Mermaid. But yeah. But yeah, I figure I would play around with it more. Oh, okay, sorry, pat my chest. Okay. Anyways, I'm just kind of gonna fill this in. And I'll just like kind of fill this in further. All right, so I'll just move on to the neck now. Kind of come up with this mark because I think it looks a little bit interesting. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with some of these more basic shapes, or like, I guess the more simpler art. I think I mean, I can't speak. Basically, the art with like a lower rendering. Kind of a nice break from that kind of thing. Yeah, because of since May, I've been doing a lot of paintings, so kind of nice to be able to just make like this sharper art again. Honestly, I think most of my art was sharper like this, but I just haven't really done it for a long time. But yeah, so. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about how to do this. Kind of like keeping the lining of the hair here a bit more simple, so. Ooh. Lurk, meow. All right. Thank you, Paulette. Thank you for the lurk. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I guess I'm keeping it simple right here rather than going over the lines with the hair. I don't know, I thought it'd be kind of interesting for the art style. But yeah. All right. Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. Trying to fill this in a bit further. Okay, yeah, so right here, the background is actually going to be... I'm planning on the background being just black right now, but I might add more stuff later. I guess not necessarily black, but, you know, just kind of blocked in, kind of on the same layer as the line art, basically. Yeah, I figured it'd be kind of cool to see how it comes out. However, this shape right here could use some, could use some cleaning, so I'm gonna erase it a little bit. Okay. Nope, that's erase. Okay, I keep, like, not changing the tool from the looks of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and clean this up. And I think one of these could go a little further back, because it's a little too even right here. So. Alright. Okay. Yeah, and this little area right here can be a bit cleaner as well. Alright, so... yeah, and I'll just kind of block out these two sections right here. Alright. And probably imply some stuff for the fingers right here. Yeah, I didn't really want to get too detailed with this hand. Honestly, this piece originally wasn't supposed to have a hand in it, but I don't know, it felt correct to have the hand there. Now, as much as I hate drawing hands. I mean, I'm sure, like, most of us know the pain of drawing hands, but yeah. I've managed to keep the hands pretty simple in the references I drew for Artfight, but yeah, I've been struggling to pull that off with some of these other pieces. Alright, so anyways. So we clear this out. Ah, man. Okay, so, yeah, we'll just block this in. And basically adding some of the ambient occlusion to this art, so... you know, that's why some parts are kind of meant to be filled in, like these right here. But yeah, so I'm basically doing something similar to what I did for the under paintings for the sketch for my my under paintings that I did for my mermaid pieces. I don't know if anyone remembers those, but yeah. Okay. I'm not planning on painting this guy out though, because I don't want to burn myself out. I think we're only like halfway through the month anyway. Yeah. Kind of crazy how fast it feels like the month is going, to be honest, though. Anyways. Okay, so there's an ad break coming, by the way, so I'll probably pipe down a little bit. But yeah, focus on the... Okay. I'm going to focus on drinking my coffee, probably checking out some of the stuff. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, it's already getting pretty cold, so... Yeah, see how things are functioning. Yeah, I think I killed my stream, so... Oh, man. There's like a lot going down here. Okay. Yeah, it looks like everyone's just starting their own streams, so... Sorry, I'm peeking on Discord. Oh. Alright, okay. Okay, we'll get back to OBS. So... Yeah, again, sorry that I'm such a... kind of being a bummer right now. Okay. Anyways, let's just try to mark out this area. But yeah, also I might do another Monster Hunter stream. I said this before, but I'll say it again. I really liked playing the Monster Hunter on the stream, so yeah, I thought it'd be really fun. Okay. Oops, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about blocking in a part of this hair right here too. Yeah, that might be more visually engaging, so. Alright. Yeah, one of the things I like about this character is his hair. It's quite pretty. Alright. Let me check out his eyebrows again. Yeah, he's one of those characters I have to pay attention to the eyebrows for, because he's got some pretty thick eyebrows. I like the look of them, but yeah, it's not really my forte. Okay, since I tend to work with like a lot more dainty eyebrows, but yeah, I'll probably keep it towards a relatively simple style at least. Okay. Ah, boy. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so, let's go ahead and, mark out a few more bits of, ambient occlusion. Also, welcome back if you were stuck behind the ad. Yeah, I'm still working on all this, so... Yeah, I was just, drinking my coffee, kind of took a moment to peek at the browser, and, just kind of complimented this guy's hair, because I like it quite a bit. Yeah. Let me check this without the... Okay. Alright, so I think I got most of the stuff that involves the sketch out of the way, so I'm probably going to start working more on some of the line weight. And then after that, I'll begin coloring. Okay. But yeah, this piece is coming along a lot faster than I thought it would. Ah, boy. Alright, so I'll also add some more line weight to under the arm right here. Okay. And I gotta clean this little smidge up. I also need to make sure to... A little off topic, but I realized that I should probably make sure to check out some more art books after the stream. Oh my god. After the stream. Because, you know, I guess I was thinking about just, like, stopping and looking at art again. To kind of help inspire myself a bit further, but... I just haven't really been getting good about that. Yeah, I've just been really tired lately. Well, hopefully things get better at some point. Especially with, like, commissions and whatnot. Yeah, I think it usually takes some time to get people interested in checking out commissions, so... I guess I probably shouldn't worry about too much about losing time. Alright. Anyways. Alright. Okay, so... I guess, like, some of the stuff back here could probably be hidden away. Also make the arm right here thicker. You know, I may as well, because I added a bunch of shading down here. Yeah, basically heavier line art behind here. Since a lot of the line art here is kind of based off the lighting, so. Yeah. Finally done with my attack. Oh, congratulations. Yeah. Can't wait to see it on Blue Sky. But yeah, it's cool that you were able to finish your attack. How fast are you normally able to draw, out of curiosity? As you probably know, I myself am kind of slow, but yeah. The heat is killing me. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you can, like, spray water on yourself somehow, like with a shower or something. I don't know, I used to, like, sometimes throw water on my face to try to cool down, but, you know, I haven't done that in a long time. I think that was more when I still worked outside, because of, I know up there, the heat got really bad. Yeah. Also, I guess since you're here, I may as well, show you what the sketch for the next attack that I'm planning on is, you know. Might, you know, maybe if you're able to recognize this OC. You know, I was planning on doing her too this stream, but yeah, I couldn't really, I was just kind of burnt out last night, so, you know, I couldn't really finish the sketch out. An hour and a half, I was speedrun my art. Oh wow, that's fast. Yeah, it's a crazy speed. Sorry, I'll get back to the... I'll get back here. But yeah, I need to work on that sketch a lot more, so... If I finish this piece, if I'm able to finish this piece this stream, I'll probably, like, work on the actual sketch. I don't think I recognize that OC. It's yours. It's It's your... I think she's yours. I guess I'd feel pretty dumb if it wasn't. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, it's, you know, I could probably get to working on the likeness a bit more, but yeah, this is one of the characters you posted, so I know the pose isn't super varied, but hopefully it still comes out alright. Yeah, I guess, like, comparing each other. But yeah, this girl kind of caught my attention earlier this month, so I kind of figured I would draw her sometime. But yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can finish her sometime this week, maybe, or next week. Yeah, I'll have to probably work with... I'm too used to her face scale. She looks nice. Thank you. Yeah, I plan on adding the proper details, but, you know, as I said before, the design's a lot more complex than I initially realized. So, but yeah, as I said, she kind of caught my attention when I was browsing the website earlier this month. So, hopefully, I can do her justice. You know, she's like a really pretty. She has like really pretty colors and everything. But yeah. Anyways, okay, so getting there with the art, or the line art. So oops. Okay, that's not as clean as I would have liked. Yeah, and I see an issue down there. Whoops. Okay. Oh, boy. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So, you know, I could probably add a little more variation to these, to the bangs right here. I usually don't get too crazy with the heavy shadows when it comes to the face, just because I prefer the face to be kind of easy to read, I guess. Of course, it probably would be kind of interesting to push it a bit more. Maybe in one of my future art pieces. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of just cleaning this up. Also, sorry, I keep hitting something on my desk. Yeah, I have one of those plastic skulls on my desk. I should probably move it back here, but you know, I had a near my near the area where I have my mouse, which is why I kept hitting it. I'm not sure if you actually heard it or not. I know that the compression can be pretty good at like blocking out background noise, I realize. But I also kind of lowered the compression a bit just because I felt like my streams were getting a little bit too crunchy, but yeah, I need to like get back to focusing on the audio again. Whenever I like try to look up these like tech things, my brain kind of just like stops working. Yeah, I'm definitely not someone who has a great grasp on tech. Okay, and there's another little yucky part right there. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, whoops. Yeah, I was getting a little bit too crazy right there. Yeah, there's a lot of people I would like to draw, but sometimes I feel like I just don't have the time. Okay. However, I think this is might be okay. Actually, let me check out the sketch. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna... Okay, a little bit more work, and then I'll Then I might actually be able to move on, so. Yeah, this is okay. So, let's name this line art, and then lining. I'll just name it lining, because that's how I usually name things. Also, I need to turn on my computer fan. I forgot to do that. Yeah, I was kind of running late with my stream, and apparently there was a bunch of issues that I never noticed until the stream started, so. Yeah, I had to like try and redo stream elements last week, and that kind of screwed up a bunch of stuff, so. Yep. Yeah, I think I kind of screwed things up pretty badly at the beginning, but yeah, hopefully the rest of the stream goes better. Anyways, okay, so I made this my reference layer, so I'll start putting down the base colors. So I usually start with the skin layer, and then I just add on more. But yeah, okay. It looks like there's a color reference right here. Let me check if this is the... Okay, I think this is the actual skin color, so just wanted to be sure. Sometimes the little color charts aren't the clearest, so I have to be a little bit careful sometimes. Oh yeah, I forgot that I usually block in the sclera areas, and the mouth too. Okay, so hand. All right. Just realized that this little bit doesn't look very good, so I'm just gonna boop. Probably a bit weird, but actually, okay, I guess I'm not done with the lining. Okay, I'll fix that. So. Oh yeah, and almost forgot the ear right here. Oh, and there's the snack area. I'm missing all the areas. Sorry, voice crack. Alright, so let's get this hair. Yeah, I like this hair a lot, so. And it looks like it's on a gradient, but for right now, I'll just use the darker green as the base, and then I'll go over it with a clipping mask. That's how I usually like to do things. Okay. Of course, I gotta fill in these eyebrows real quick. And probably want to do some cleanup here and there. Just try to check things out. Especially around these like little tight spots with the, the ends right here. Oh, I missed this part with the lining. Actually, this could be cleaned up a little bit. Okay. Okay, and I missed another part. Okay, shoot. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, but there's just like these little thin parts that need cleaning up here and there. So, kind of going back and forth a bit. Okay, that's the wrong color. Then back to black. Okay.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be here to see.
Okay, and then I'll do the clothing layer. So, we got this, sort of a beige color. I'll put this down, or I'll start with this, I should say. And you gotta try and be careful to tell the difference between which is which. Was there supposed to be a... Oops. Oh well. I'll figure it out. We'll just say that the sash right here is behind the... it might be weird if it just magically disappears. Okay, so... Hold on. Back to the line art. Okay, so... Alright. Yeah, I'll just say that it's hiding behind the arm right here, so hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Oh man, I really, really love coming back and doing corrections. Oh, I'm too used to her scale. Oh, you already said that. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if you... I don't know if you do a lot of cleanup yourself, but yeah, I'm usually stuck doing cleanup. I know some people don't mind cleanup too much, but yeah, I'm kind of an impatient person, so, you know, I kind of do complain about cleanup. All right. Let me just check the browser real quick. Okay, I need to get off the music list. Okay. All right. Okay, back to OBS. Oh, and there's another area that I missed, so yeah. Okay, let's clean up this little crunchy right here, and then we will start coloring the other areas. Okay, so we got this white. Actually, I wonder if the sash should be another color. Or not another color, but another layer. Because yeah, there's some stripes on there, so yeah, I'll put on another layer and then I'll add the stripes as a clipping mask again. Okay. Oh, hello, Luke Talks VT. Thank you for saying hello. Oops, I forgot to. Boop. Nope. Okay. And I've never fitted. Okay. Ahoy. Yes, ahoy, good sir. Ma'am or person. I hope you're doing all right today. My day's been kind of okay-ish so far, but yeah, hopefully you're doing better. Okay, let me finish this coffee. But yeah, how are you? Right now I'm doing this Artfight piece. Right now I'm just kind of putting in the base colors, so and then I'm going to add some shapes and all that, or I mean shapes are basic shading, so like more like cell shading, I mean, rather than actual basic shading. But yeah, I'm trying to let myself keep things a little more simplified this for this attack, because sometimes I get a little too deep into rendering. I'm alright, finishing up some attacks myself. I see. What sort of attacks are you doing, or what kind of OCs are you drawing? Honestly, what kind of OCs do you prefer to draw, I should say? I'm more of a humanoid humanoid person, I guess. There's probably a better way to say that, but yeah, I like to draw like monster boys or monster girls usually, but regular humans are good too. Sorry, I'm just cleaning this up. Sash. Right now I'm renaming the layers, so okay. Just because try and keep myself orderly, because I haven't been the best about naming my layers lately. Attack type comic pages, usually 1, sometimes 2. I see. That's cool. Yeah, it's gotta be a lot of work, to be honest. Good luck on those. I usually just do like illustrations like this. But yeah. I prefer attacking humanoids. Do robots count? If not, then that too. I think they kind of count. Usually if they're like, I guess like humanoid robots. I think humanoids kind of usually refer to characters that are more like human shaped, I think. You know, have the human head and all that. So, but yeah, robots is pretty cool. You know, I like the idea of drawing robots, but I never really seem to pull it off very well myself. Sorry I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to finish this coffee before it gets too cold. But yeah. Out of curiosity, it's a little bit slightly off topic, but kind of on topic. Are you interested in like Gundam stuff? Because recently I got a couple of Gundam kits. I'm not like I'm not really someone who's like super deep into the Gundam fandom or anything, but I do like how those kind of robots look. You know, I think it looks really cool. The the designs for that kind of thing is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm asking out of curiosity because I got some kits for my birthday last week, so yeah. They look really cool, but I never been big into Gundams, haha. Yeah, that's fair. I try to watch a few Gundam anime, but yeah, I think that's where I kind of get lost. Still though, I still think that kind of thing is really cool though. But yeah. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Yeah, it's been my actual birthday was last Saturday, but yeah, but yeah, I got it on Friday because we celebrated it a day early. So, but yeah, it was pretty fun. So, kind of a little bit thrown off from from everything though, just because just due to a bunch of various factors. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into the Artfight flow. I've gotten like a few attacks done this week, so. Okay, yeah, right now I'm just adding a blush to this character, so. Honestly, I just took something from the reference sheet, but it probably should add something a little more orangey, just because that's, usually skin tones have a bit of oranginess to it for the blush. I don't know, I guess it depends on the actual color. I usually have a little bit of orange. And then what I like to do is kind of lower the opacity, so. And then I'll merge it to the layer below. But yeah, actually I want to add a little bit of color to the lips, so. Well, lips and the eyes, so. Yeah, let me look at the reference. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, just adding shadows to the eyes is a little bit of admittedly kind of a habit of mine, just because I like it. I think it kind of draws attention to the eyes, usually, but of course I usually don't want to add it too many times, but yeah, I think it might be okay for this character. Alright. Fair. Let's go. Yeah. You know, I actually did a little snake OC this, somewhat recently. So, I think it's the first time I've done an animal attack, but I thought the character was really cute, so that's why I did it. Honestly, it came out better than I would have expected, but of course the art itself was still, like, very stylized, so. I guess it isn't, like, that crazy that it looked okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I'm gonna lighten the sclera a little bit right here. Alright, so yeah, I'm just filling in the sclera right now, so. And then after that, I'll try to. I might do some basic shading, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I can do some basic shading. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking. This piece is going a little bit faster than how it normally goes for me, so. But yeah, I'm mostly doing cell shading for Artfight. Because I'm just trying to find sometimes I try to, like, stop and find more efficient ways to draw, because I am someone who draws, like, super duper slowly, so. Yeah, I kind of feel a little bit. Sometimes I feel a little down about that, just because of how slow I am. Oh, hello, Starry. Hello, how's your day going? Is it going alright so far? My day's been kind of on and off again, I guess. But, yeah, it's kind of been my entire week. But yeah, so probably after a stream I might be doing some housework, basic housework, just like laundry and stuff. Try to get myself washed up. You know, basic hygiene too. AKA a shower, but yeah, so. But yeah, right now I'm drawing this dude right here. I thought it was like I thought he was like rather pretty, and he's kind of a nice break because he's still like what I'm used. He leans a little more towards the characters I usually draw, like pretty men. I usually draw men, by the way, for those who don't know, but a lot of my art attacks this year have been women, so looks great. Thank you. Day is going good. Trying to figure out some vegan stuff. Yeah, self-care is important. I see. What sort of vegan stuff are you doing? I saw your whip from earlier. Is that one of the things you've been planning on posting there? Yeah, because I think you mentioned that you wanted to add it to your portfolio. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out some commission stuff on my end too, but I'm still like further out. But yeah, I need to like figure out like terms of service on my end. So I usually kind of reference other people's stuff or what other people do for that kind of thing. But yeah, I have to figure that out. Anyways, I should probably get to working on the pattern right here. I almost forgot to do that, you know. Yep, I do. Really want to finally set up my services and stuff, like character illustrations and emotes. I see. Yeah, that would be cool to see. Yeah, I was thinking about doing like more of those little Fujitech icons, like kind of like the one I did. And then also just like some character illustrations, so. You know, I'm not planning on anything too complicated on my end, but yeah, just trying to figure stuff out. I kind of wanted to get some stuff. I wanted to figure out stuff at least by August, so yeah, just trying to be a little less dependent on my IRL job, so yeah, that's why I wanted to kind of move quickly, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure how things are going right now. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of. But right now I'm just kind of focusing on Artfight anyway, so. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll set the pattern up higher here, so. Yeah, I'll just, all right. Sorry. A little bit distracted. But yeah, I wish you luck on your vegan journey. Yeah, hopefully I can get a account set up sometime. Sorry, I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm being quiet. Just kind of getting this dude done. As soon as I'm verified, I'd love to give you a code. All right, thank you. Yeah, I might actually have a code offer, but I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go through, so yeah, I can't confirm or deny if I'll have a code or not, so. But yeah, I appreciate the offer. I think one needs 3 commissions to get verified. I'll get there. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah. Yeah, if you can't get one, I'll get back to you. Okay. Yeah. Again, I appreciate it. I'm just kind of... I'll just continue and try to set up my rules and stuff so I can get in somewhat quickly. Honestly, I still probably need to think out some of the business stuff anyway, but... Yeah, kind of wondering if I should try to get a separate checking account up, but... Yeah, I have to see about that. Oh, I almost forgot about the iris layer. I usually have a separate layer for irises, so I kind of forgot to do that. Alright, so hold on. By the way, the next ad break that comes up, I'll probably be taking my actual break, so just a fair warning. Okay, try to get these irises in. Yeah, I felt like I was forgetting something. Whoops. I got myself a second bank account just in case. Rules in Germany are a little more strict and it'll help to have it separate. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it recommended online, so I should probably figure that out. Yeah, I'm just not the most competent with business stuff, so it'd probably be a good idea to get that account going. Anyways. Sorry, I'm just kind of... You know what? Let's fill in the iris, or the pupil here. It's got these slit pupils, so... Yeah, I think this guy's supposed to turn into, like, a snake creature, so... I didn't add scales to him just because I don't think that's part of the actual design, so, you know, I try to be a little more accurate. But yeah, okay. Alright, I think that's the basic colors then, so... And I'll just leave the sclera on its own layer for now, so... Let me just rename the layer real quick. Sclera. Yeah, I haven't been the best about naming my layers lately, so... You know, I gotta get better about that. So, hold on. Yeah, try to rename everything. Stripes. Okay. Oh, good. Focus mode on. Yeah. Probably stretch a little bit, too. Yeah, I've also been trying to, you know, fix up my, Yeah, I also try to fix up Streamlabs, but it's still kind of chaos, so I'm not entirely sure if it's working properly, but yeah. Art and Joy is thriving today. Yep. Thank you. And also, hello there, Ferrum. I hope your day's going well. Yeah, I'm just working on this art attack at the moment, so... You know, hopefully you enjoy what you see. Okay, so let me just let me get some color to this line art real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep this piece from getting too complicated with rendering, but, you know, I still want to try to add some shading and lighting and all that. So right now I'm going to try and actually start working on the skin, so... let me figure out where the... I guess I never actually thought about where the light source is coming from. I guess judging by this light source should probably come from maybe around somewhere upwards to an angle right here, so yeah. Yeah, I guess for some reason I never considered that. Whoops. Okay, so anyways, I'm just gonna start going at it. So let's also lower the opacities right now because it's pretty close to the... I kind of just yoinked the color from the line art for the shading, so... Yeah, I've been doing a lot more of this, I guess, sort of cleaner art look. Basically not the painterly look I've been doing, but I've been kind of enjoying that. Kind of a nice, Yeah, I've been enjoying doing cleaner art, but yeah. Also, I need to get back to working on some of my emotes, or I wanted to do like a waving emote for my channel, or for my channel, but I haven't really gotten around to that. Yeah, there's apparently you can have 5 animated emotes and then 5 like non-animated emotes, so... Yeah, So I was like thinking I had to like look into animated emotes at some time. I'm just not sure if I really want to commission anyone right now. People right now. I'd like to do it at some point, but oops. Also, okay. Sorry. Never switched my paint bucket back to the proper tool. Oh yeah, you get more slots with time. I see. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, before I started streaming, I thought I didn't realize you had to be affiliate to be able to get your emotes. So that's why I kind of just jumped onto getting affiliate, because I just really wanted those emotes. But yeah, so I had some emotes planned out, but I wanted to clean up some of mine, so yeah, I haven't filled up all the slots quite yet. At least for the subscriber slots, anyway. Yep. Yeah, my little thumbs up one. Yeah, just to show off my favorite one so far. It's this one. Yeah, it was always my dream to spam my own emotes in other people's chats, so I'm finally able to live that. You know, it's a Mario Kart night in for another streamer, so I will be using that cry emote a bunch. Because I suck at Mario Kart. I've read his story a few times before. Yeah, affiliate was a pain to hit. Yeah. Yeah, it can definitely be a bit challenging to get there. Kind of try to bait enough people to watch you. Oh, heck yeah. That's always a treat. Yep. Sorry. I need some more too. Got some empty slots. I see. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you come up with. This is my favorite. Oh yeah, that one's cute. It's like, hello. I love entering people's chats with that. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is another one of my favorites. Heavy breathing. I don't know. I think it's funny. I don't know if anyone else thinks it's funny. Just like get uncomfortably close to the... It's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, what's up? It's so good. I see. Yeah. Yep. Okay, sorry, I'll get back to the shading. Hello. Yep. You know, I was kind of considering getting at some point I kind of considered, like, getting an animated version of that one, just, like, make it look like there's a little bit of I guess, like, air, or, sometimes you see humidity from breathing, so it's, like, a little bit, so, like, there's just, like, this little circle forming that kind of, like, looks like it's breathing way too close. But yeah, I'm not really much for figuring out how to animate right now, so yeah, I've been trying to figure out a bunch of different stuff, which is why I haven't gotten around to that. Okay. Clean up, sorry. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, I'm just kind of... Let's get this hair right here. Also, I may as well, you know, fill in the sclera right here. Okay. And then, of course, do the eyelid right here. Also, I talked about this earlier in stream, but not when you guys were here. I've been trying to get back into the 3D process. Like, I started this project sometime in June, where I'm doing, like, a bust of my character. So I can, like, figure out the proper process to modeling. Because, you know, I've been screwing with Blender, because I wanted to, like, make my own actual model. Because, well, I think this one's okay. It's not, like, exactly what I wanted, but But yeah, I'm still kind of like struggling, trying to figure out how to do the hair. And this like new attempt that I've been doing, I'm probably going to try and focus more on the individual parts of the hair, or like the general sections, and try to make it so my things don't look terrible, I guess. I don't know, it's definitely been a labor of love. Yeah, it's not even that cute of a... Honestly, the bust isn't even that cute, but, you know, I'm trying to, like, force myself to finish it, as I said before, just so I can, The big thing is I want to figure out how to do textures. Yeah, see you. Oops. Oh, I never lined this. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Try to... Yeah, it's... The liner, it's supposed to be black, so, yeah, I need to clean this up. Can't believe I forgot the hand. Of course, it's not that crazy, to be honest. I usually forget the hand. Alright, so I take this color and I just put it into the sash. So, boop. Alright. Alright. Now I can just go back to the thin layer and then I'll fix that. Or continue what I'm doing, I should say. It's not perfect, but, you know. Yeah, I just try to make things look decent. It's decent enough. I'm trying to take it a little bit easier than I did last year. Like, last year I went absolutely insane, but... Like, every waking moment, but yeah. Lurk. Going to work and lurk. Please take my bandwidth. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate the bandwidth. But yeah, I hope work goes well for you. Yeah, I'll just continue working on this piece right here, so... Yep. Alright, anyways. Okay, let's add a little bit of light to this section. Okay. And I'll start blocking out the bottom of the nose, which I haven't really done yet somehow, for some reason. Somehow, some way, I haven't done this little bit. I don't know, I usually block out the bottom of the nose. Alright. So, yeah, and I'll do the lips too. Oops, okay. Okay, let's flip the canvas real quick. Okay. Alright. Okay, fill this in. And I'll shade the bottom part of the lip. Okay, and I'll just fill it in. Boop. Okay. Okay. Yeah, lighting and shading definitely takes the most concentration. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of a wrinkle under the eye right here. Okay. I'll actually clean it up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, not too bad. Okay, let's turn this into a multiply, because I have not done that. Okay, and then I'll lighten up a bit more, so... Actually, maybe I could add a little bit more to the chin right here. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's still a few bits that I could work on. And I'll just shade the entire ear right here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to forget the ear. Okay, let's see. Actually, maybe a little bit right here. Sort of a cheekbone. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I can show you guys a screenshot of the update for my, you know, the new art that I'm working on, or the new model I'm working on. But yeah, I'm not really happy with it right now. Honestly, not that much has changed from the general stuff, just because I keep like hiding the previous hair layers. Hopefully one day I can just figure the hair out. But yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's just get to work on the next layer. Oops, I never named the iris layer. Whoops, daisy. Okay, so iris. Okay, alright. Yeah, let's get to shading the clothing then. So, let's get the... Oops. Yep, so just kind of doing a very basic version real quick. So, and I'll clean it up a bit later, but yeah, so right now I'm just kind of blocking it out. Okay, and then we can fill the stuff in. Okay, let's lower the opacity a bit so I can tell the difference between that and the stuff outside. Okay, I'm just gonna check the browser real quick just to see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, somehow I lost the ad thing, so I can't see the countdown. So, sorry about that, but maybe I can figure it out after stream. Yeah, it's just been kind of chaos on my end lately, so. Oh. Alright, so just filling this in. Boop. Okay. Yep, okay. So I'm just kind of do this. Alright. And the sash, for those who don't know, the sash is on a different layer, so I'll have to deal with that one a bit later. But yeah, right now I'm just focusing on this. So. And I'll probably add a gradient later, so. It's alright. That's alright, I'll be like that sometimes. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if you sent that earlier or not. If it's about, like, all the streaming stuff, yeah, that's, yeah, definitely be like that right now. Yeah, like, I think like, earlier I had to, like, kind of just, redo my entire... basically I had to... Sorry, my brain is blinking. Redo everything for, like, stream elements. I guess not really redo everything, but, you know, I had to, like, renew the links to my stream elements because I just showed the front page. It's like, I don't know if it's, like, working properly or not yet, but hopefully it works better. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's still not like recognizing you as a subscriber. So sorry about that, Starry. Yeah, it's just kind of makes me weep slightly. Anyways. Popping in and out, looking awesome so far. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about the scuff earlier. I tried to... But yeah, I'm glad you're still here. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of... I'm still doing the cell shading right now, but yeah, hopefully this guy will come out properly. Honestly, I don't hate where it's at, but I definitely feel like I need to add a little bit of pizzazz later. No idea how I'll add the pizzazz, but I would like to add a bit. Flower, I see. Yeah. Alright, sorry, I'm just checking the time. Yeah, it's just that I'm planning on taking a shortish break. I don't know. Maybe not super short, but probably just like to refill my fluids and use a little... I guess admittedly the big thing is just using the restroom. Yeah, I know it's kind of a little embarrassing to say, but yeah, I really need to use the restroom. Okay. Okay, so yeah, in 5 minutes I'll be taking a break, so... For like the ad. Because it looks like the ad break is going to start. But yeah. Actually, I might poof in like 3 minutes. Yeah, I'll poof in like 3 minutes, just so I can like get everything done, because it's probably going to take a little longer than 5, I'll be honest. Okay. So, anyways, I think I'm okay on this area right now, so I'll probably move on to the sash real quick. Actually, did I change this to multiply? No, nope, I did not turn this to multiply. Okay. Yeah, I usually shade with on a multiply layer, so... Okay, I'll set this one to multiply because it's going over, like, multiple colors, so... Yeah. Okay. So, fill... Yeah, just kind of, doing this. And of course the cast shadow from here. Add a little bit right here. Of course, probably want to fill this up. Yeah, the one, and I'll boop, boop, boop. Yeah, of course, gotta fill these up. All right. Okay, and yeah, it looks like most of this might be in shadow, so maybe it's at the very bottom, or save the very bottom, I should say, so. Okay, honestly, that was probably simpler than I thought it would be. Actually, no, I wanna... Forgot the back right here. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so, what? Oh my god. Shoot. Sorry, everyone. Let me just do something real quick. Okay, make this a clipping mask. No, come on. Yeah, it's, started shading with the wrong color, so I gotta fix that. Okay, yeah, it's purple again. Yeah, I started shading with a dark green instead, so it's like yeah, it doesn't look good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go on my break, and there's gonna be an ad break pretty soon, but yeah, so in probably like 5 to 10 minutes, I'll probably come back, so, you know, just take care of some basic needs, but yeah, I'll be back soon, so, BRB. All right, I'm back. Just in time for the ad break to end, believe it or not. Okay. It sounds like my music stopped. Why did it stop? Okay, yeah, come on, man. Sorry, I'm just peeking at something real quick. Okay. Yeah, so sorry about that. You know, I just gotta take care of the basic needs, though, so... Okay. Yeah, if I'm just looking at what I need to do... Actually, there's this little part that I forgot to... shade. Okay. Right here. Yeah, I haven't been naming my layers again, have I? Oops. Okay, so, yeah, I'll fix that. And the crunchies are killing me. Oh, well. Okay, just gonna name the layers to shading. Okay. And then I'll get to work on the hair. Thankfully, this the character isn't super complicated, so it's actually quite... Yeah, I think that's probably the big reason why I've been moving so quickly. But yeah, okay. And hopefully the reddish, you know, the reddish color I've been using for this looks okay. Overlay, multiply. Yeah, try to make sure to get to multiply. Yeah, I don't normally shade with reddish shadows over green or anything, but I think it might come out all right. Okay. Sorry, taking a deep breath. Okay, that didn't work. Hold on. There. Actually, it kind of looks like this entire thing could be undershadow. Alright. Yeah, I didn't really need to work that out too much, did I? Okay. Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of blocking in these shapes and whatnot. Alright. Yeah, so I guess I don't normally look at how much time passes between when I go on a break, but I guess probably my time would be 6 or 7 minutes. So it'd probably be good to know that. I guess thinking about it now, I probably should have paid attention to how long I usually leave. But yeah, admittedly not as long as I thought. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, sorry I'm being quiet again. I'm just kind of... Sometimes hair takes more concentration. Oh, sorry, I didn't like the shape. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the tangents, but probably shouldn't be too worried. Hello, Super. Feels like it's been a little while. How are you doing? All right? Or have you finally finished your exams, or are you still stuck with them? Also, I'm going to turn down the music a bit. It's a bit too loud for my preference. Yeah, sometimes the audio feels a little weird on my end, but I still haven't improved it. I graduated high school, so that went really well. Good. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, congratulations on that. Yeah, it's kind of a big... Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, it's actually a pretty big milestone, so... You know, I hope you get to celebrate. Have a really good celebration. But yeah, so right now I'm just kind of filling in all of this. Uh, or I should say I'm, like, shading the sky. Cool stickers. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you messed with the new emotes or not. But yeah, I've finally been able to put all my, or not all of them, but they all got like approved and stuff, so I'm like kind of excited about that. But Artfight has been going pretty well. Haven't been as active this year just because of life and stuff, but yeah, hopefully I can get all my revenges. I think I was talking about it earlier with others, but I've been meaning to focus on revenges next week, so yeah, hopefully I can do that. And hello, Nakus. Sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name properly, but how are you doing today? I'm drawing the sky, so not sure if both of you got to get a good look, but yeah, I'm just doing the shading right now, and this is the piece that I plan to focus on, so yeah, I try to get this guy done by the end of the stream. And then I'm probably going to work on another character, because I have a sketch of someone going, but yeah, that sketch needs a lot of work, so yeah, I'll be working on that. Hi, I'm good. It's looking good. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, so, I'm just working on all of this. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with how it's looking at the moment. Like, I do think it needs a little more pizzazz, or a little more something special, I should say. But yeah, I haven't actually done any fancy lighting or anything. I'm still just doing cell shading. So yeah, hopefully when things are further along, I can add improvements. But yeah, this is a really pretty character, so I'm happy to be drawing him. Yeah, I felt like drawing a character that's a little more in my lane, I guess. Basically a pretty man. Yeah, sad looking pretty man, essentially. Yeah, it's kind of how I normally draw, and I switched on accident. Whoops. Hold a second. Yeah, I'm trying to use just one color for the shadows right now, but I keep screwing that up, so okay. Yeah, I need basically just kind of make a new clipping mask, and I'll just put down the color that I want to work with. So yeah, now it's a little more even, so I just merge that back down and set the shading layer back as the actual clipping mask. So yeah, I like to use clipping masks for this stuff. Anyways, back to where. Oh, hold on. No! Hold on. Shoot. Yeah, the opacity was lower, so I screwed that up. Whoops. Okay, back to 33. Okay. Oh, man. And okay. Not a big issue. It's not a big issue. Alright, so. Oh, thank you for following Rover36272. I appreciate it. Okay, looks like my Streamlabs are working again then. Yeah, hopefully so. Hello, happy to be here and hang out. Yep, thank you for showing up. How's your day going so far? And also, out of curiosity, are you a fellow artist, or are you just someone who likes to watch art streams? Yeah, I get a good few fellow artists here and there, so kind of nice to see them. Going good, just working on Artfight. I see. What kind of attacks are you doing? I do art, but I wouldn't consider myself an artist. I see. Well, I wish you good luck on Artfight. What sort of What sort of OCs do you like to draw, out of curiosity? I usually draw, like, more humanoid-looking characters, or monster boys, or monster girls, too. Usually, monster boys and girls tend to include things like, mermen or mermaids, maybe centaurs, arachne, too, but I haven't really done any, arachne. I guess, drawing an arachne wouldn't hurt, but it's not really my forte. And, I already have a good few plans on characters, so. But yeah, right now I'm just working on this guy. He's mostly human looking, but technically he does have a monster form, but yeah, I'm not drawing that out right now. Oh, dang it. Sorry, switched to the wrong color. Okay, you know what? Yeah, there. Yeah, I made it a more obvious. You can't see, but I made it a more obviously different color because I keep hitting dark. I keep, like, selecting up black over the dark red that I've been using. I try to do humanoids. They're more in my comfort zone. Minecraft skins for attacks. Oh, that's cool. I did a centipede one. That's so fun. I see. Yeah, centipede sounds pretty unique. Yeah, I usually do humanoids too, so. I did do a snake earlier this month, so. Actually, the second attack that I did was a noodle. It was like a pretty simplified character, though, so yeah, that's why I was able to pull it off. But yeah, I'm not really someone I'm not very good at drawing animals, so that's why I usually avoid them. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the Minecraft skins sound really, really unique, so yeah, that sounds cool. I figure I may as well show you the one snake character I did, so. Just real quick. Yeah, like this little guy, kind of a little snake. Yeah, obviously not too complicated or anything, but. I like animal elements like wings or a tail, but a full body change is too much for me. Aw, worm, yeah. It's actually snake, but. Noodle, nope rope, danger noodle. But yeah, this is the one animal OC I did, so. Anyways, back to the other stuff. But yeah, I like the animal elements, just not the entire animal. As I said, I like merfolk. I used to be a lot more into mermaids and men, but not so much now. I do have a few mermen OC, though. Actually, I have a good few of my OCs have monster forms, but they also have human forms, and that's what you see on their main image. Animals are my specialty. I do biological illustrations, so lots of animals and internal organs. Merfolk are so cool. I love deep sea ones. I see. Yeah, it's really interesting about the bio drawing. You know, I heard there's I think degrees that kind of focus on that. Like, back in the day, I tried to get into an art school, but, you know, the pandemic kind of killed that dream. But yeah, I know there was a degree that kind of focused on animal art. I don't remember which school had that, I mean, now that I think about it, but yeah. But yeah, it's cool that you can do that. Sorry, I'm just kind of zooming in and out. Like, I can show you some of my Monster Boy characters, but I don't know if you want me running off on topic like that. I wasn't able to draw out everyone's monster form because admittedly, I haven't thought that deeply about the monster form of all of my OCs, but yeah, I do think most of them have something. Show us. Okay. Hold on, let me save this real quick. Yeah, and I'll try to choose something. Okay, so How about Yalamore? This was originally meant to be a painting for another art piece, but I decided to just kind of shrink it and use it as a reference. So this is a Kelpie centaur for one of my characters. This form isn't actually canonical, but you know, I just thought the idea was cool. Like that, like I kind of went on the. I randomly decided to draw it at like sometime around the beginning of the year. So yeah, here's one, and for another one, hold on. I have a Naga, so let me just. This actual reference is pretty old. I did it like last year, but yeah. So this is another one of my OCs. This Chris Am. Oh, that's so sick! I love the chest details and spikes. Thank you. But yeah, this character is actually based on a really old OC of mine, so. This design goes kind of far back, but admittedly I don't draw him in this form enough though, because I have a hard time like dealing with the Naga form in like a composition just because of how long their body is. Snake people are so cool. I love the expression. Thank you. Yeah, I do like snake people a lot. Okay. And I think I got a few others I can show. There's one character that's a harpy. So let's see. Yeah, let me grab this. You know, I have this character, so I didn't really get that deep into shading just because shading I have a hard time like drawing wings a bit, admittedly, but you know, I did get into the skin and hair a bit, so yeah. Yeah, I like how this wing came out. Not so much this one, though. Harpies, I'm a sucker for wings. I love this one. Thank you. Yeah, I like the look of wings a lot. It's just kind of tough for me to draw that kind of thing. Alright, there's another one. Okay, sorry, just trying to remember my characters' names, so. There's like a satyr type character. Honestly, his legs are kind of weird because they tried to make them look a little more like tree trunks in a way, but I don't think I pushed it quite hard enough. But yeah, it's supposed to be like he's supposed to be able to like create flowers that make you sleepy essentially. So I tried to give him a little bit of a planty look, but yeah. I haven't thought too deeply about this design, but yeah, I love this one. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know if you said that for the last guy, but okay. Maybe one of my more folk, and then I'll get back to work. But yeah, I have and this is Vow. He's a merman. I actually drew this last year, so this is a pretty old art piece, but yeah, it's just a. Yeah, I like his colors a lot, though, so. Yep, here he is. Ooh, same with the horns. They're so fitting. Thank you. Oh, the colors. Thank you. Yeah. I like Belle's design a lot, but I don't draw him enough either. Actually, there's an older... Okay, I'll just... one more piece, but... Yeah, this is just another piece of Vow, so... this one goes a little bit crazier, I should say, but... Maybe I might have overdid it a bit, but... Yeah, this is actually from Mermaid, so... Just wanted to show that off real quick. Anyways, let's get back to... the guy that we're supposed to be drawing right here. Okay. Anyways. I love him. He's so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I like my boy. Wow. I don't know. I like my one issue is like I don't draw any of my OCs enough, so yeah, I kind of feel that way about like I could say that I don't draw them enough, but that's the case with like literally all of them. So Anyways. I'm just gonna, oops. Right now I'm just gonna do this. Wondering if I should add a few more upper strands. Yeah, I'll just add maybe one or two. Okay. Oops, that was not closed off. Okay, yeah, I'll fix that real quick. Okay. And I'll sharpen these up a little bit, so. Okay, but yeah, thank you for looking at my characters. Yeah, sometimes I feel a little bit bad about just going off topic from this mainstream, but, you know, sometimes I like to just show off the work I've done in the past, so. I try to draw my OCs here and there. Still a bit beginner for bid drawing, so it's not quite where I want it yet. I see. That's fair enough. Honestly, drawing OCs is a good way to at least motivate yourself to draw, so. But yeah, admittedly, I kind of just draw. I draw more like spontaneous pieces, so. Yeah. So I don't do like a lot of paintings, I should say. Cause, or I do a lot of, well, somewhat recently I've done paintings of my characters, but since paintings take such a long time, I end up not drawing too many people. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't feel like I'm not the best at explaining things, so sorry if it sounds like I'm speaking complete nonsense, but yeah. Anyways, let's just get back to... Okay, I think I screwed the... I need to clean this up. Nope, you keep screwing this up. Come on. Let's go upwards. Alright. Maybe this is a bit better. I like more mixed media stuff, but it gets pricey to do for fun. Yeah, that's true. I know the feeling. Okay. Yeah, what kind of materials do you like to use for your mixed media art? I used to do a lot more traditional art myself, but nowadays I kind of just stick to digital art just because it's more convenient for me. You know, before I started streaming, I actually wanted to do more, I wanted to do some traditional art streams, but I never really got around to that, so. Okay. Maybe lower this. Yeah, just gonna make the shadows a bit lighter here, just because, to feel a bit more air, make his hair feel more airy, because, it kind of has that vibe in the reference. I'm not sure if it's entirely accurate, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the skin shading real quick, and I'm just gonna soften this area a bit, or soften the shape here. Okay, basically just make it rounder. That's probably the better way to say it, so. Okay. Alright. So, just kind of checking out what I've done so far. A ton. I like doing doll customizations, but oh my god, it's pricey. Oh, you do doll customizations? Oh yeah, I actually tried to get into that, but, you know, I kind of had the same issues that you had, so I never really, finished a doll, but yeah, I used to actually be into, dolls and stuff, so. Especially the idea of making your own custom one. Sorry, I needed a drink. Okay. But it's cool that you do that. Do you normally do, like, well, I guess since you say customizations, I'm kind of assuming you do vinyl dolls. But I know there's, like, BJDs, which are usually made of resin rather than vinyl, so. Of course, you probably do those too, but yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm like distracted right now. trying to figure out what to do next. Maybe I can do maybe do some lighting or do some highlights maybe for the hair. Yeah, I think that might work out. Okay. Yeah, more vinyl dolls, yeah, but I haven't gotten into BJD. I see. Yeah, so you're like more akin to like those Monster High repaints, or I guess Monster High isn't quite as big as it used to be, but general stuff like that. I did one of my OCs. It's so satisfying, but again, it's just kind of pricey and time consuming. I see. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I used to watch those doll customization videos back in the day, and I thought it was like super cool. Because that's basically what I wanted to do too, is to make my characters. But yeah, the prices definitely get painful after a while. Barbie dolls, I see. I love Monster Highs too much to customize them. I see. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yep. Sorry, I'm just kind of zoning out again. Yeah, I've actually managed to get a few BJDs back in the day. I guess they're not exactly BJDs, but they kind of fall under the umbrella. But nowadays, I just don't have the money for that kind of thing. Yeah, when I got them, I wasn't in that much depth, so money wasn't as big of a concern back then. So. But yeah, I know the pain, especially with like sewing and clothes. I tried to get into sewing back then, but I just could not handle it. Yeah, it just like takes so much time, and the end result it's just like this big mess. And my family members would be like, "Oh, you can sell that." It's like, no, I can't. I can't sell this to anyone. Yeah, this stuff looks awful. Yeah, I need to be saving up rather than buying dolls. Yep. And yeah, it sucks really badly. I did my OC at Blender and 3D print, but it was awful. Oh no, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I've been trying to get into Blender too, but I've been kind of distracted by Artfight. So I never really got that far into it. Yeah, I was actually kind of complaining earlier that Sorry, I just like... Looking at what I'm doing, it's like a... What am I doing right now? Okay. Yeah, I don't normally do hair like this, so I'm like kind of questioning my life decisions. But yeah, I've been trying to make a 3D model in Blender, and it's kind of been a bit meh. My main issue is like dealing with the hair, so like trying to figure out how to put the hair down properly and not have this like big mess. It's definitely been a process. Also, I think I'm not really thrilled about the highlights right now, so you know what, I should probably just do a general lighting real quick. So basically what I want to do is do a quick overlay layer, and just kind of use the airbrush to add some like basic lighting. So try to, yeah. Okay, not this color though. It's way too strong. Yeah, something more saturated like this. Maybe at the top. And just kind of lighten up some of the parts that are... Yes, light up some of the sections, and I'll probably erase some parts. So, no, it's like basic lighting, nothing too complicated. But yeah, I should probably have done that first. Okay. Alright, I'll delete the old one, just because... and do something a bit more simple. So, and let's make it I'll do it as an add glow. So, and I'll use one of my paint brushes rather than the G pen, which is what I've been using for most of this piece. So you can kind of see what's going on, or you can kind of see like the variation with the paint brushes. Not as clean as the rest, but sometimes sometimes the painterliness kind of adds to the piece. So, but yeah, I'm just going to mark out the highlights right now. I had to do Blender for a class, and I don't think it's for me. I see. That's fair enough. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get into. Yeah, I've made previous attempts over the years, but you know, I think I got further with what I'm doing right now, admittedly. Like, I think I did another, like, serious attempt back at the end of 2023, maybe. Yeah, I think it was 2023, but... And then just kind of burnt out. But yeah, right now I'm trying to focus on character modeling, so... You know, hopefully I can achieve my goal, at least. But yeah, it definitely takes time to figure out. Yeah, what I've been trying to do is, like, make a bust of my character, so... And then that way I can, like, try to force myself to go through the entire process to finally figure out what I want to... how I want to do things. And then, hopefully, sometime later I can, like, produce the actual model. Because while I kind of like my current model, it's not exactly what I wanted for my character, so... sorry to go off topic again, but I'll just show you what my character is actually supposed to look like. So I'll try to open it. You might have seen it on Blue Sky if you came from there, but... Yeah, I'll just try to show off my OC real quick. Let's just get the reference sheet. So... Yeah, it's just like this general design. You know, a big hat. I've seen, yeah. Yeah, a little more of a gothic look to him. Plus the little fishies, too. I gotta have the little fishies. But... Yeah, sorry to go off topic again. Oh, I love the hat. So cute and spooky. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of the look I wanted to go through with. Yeah, my character is supposed to be a deep sea ghost, so... I guess not actually like deep sea. I kind of just say deep sea because it sounds cool, but... You know, he lives in a ship graveyard. Well, not live, but he's a ghost, but... He kind of hangs out in a ship graveyard, so... And it usually is, like, a bit deeper in the ocean, but... Yeah, there should still be sunlight. But yeah, that's just my general character concept, so... Originally, I was going to do a live 2D model, but that didn't really work out in the end. So I'm just randomly decided to give 3D another chance. Essentially. Sorry I couldn't stay long, but I have to head out, hoping to drop in another time. Alright, thank you for showing up here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope I hope whatever you need to do goes well. But yeah, I'll just be hanging out here and drawing, so. 3D is more expressive. Yeah, that's true. Still, I do like the painterly look that a lot of 2D models have, but yeah, I just kind of started with taking way too long for me, so I kind of gave up. Like, I was trying to, like, render each individual part properly, and it's just like, when you don't exactly know what you're doing, it's just kind of a nightmare. Because I didn't want to, like, buy Live 2D before I actually made the model. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. Okay, sorry, hold on. Oops, that's Discord. Okay, I'll shoot. Sorry, I may as well just peek out the browser real quick. Okay. Sorry, I got a stream tag. Hopefully I can make it to Dami's stream today. Dami is one of my streamer buddies, so they're streaming, and I guess they're kind of streaming on at a unusual time, but Yeah, obviously I'm kind of doing this right now. But hopefully I can make it. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just kind of focusing on this dude right now, so. Yeah, just kind of, obviously the highlights and whatnot. Okay, I'll probably have to, like, go in with the wet bleed blender, so. Wet bleed blender is one of the default brushes in the Clip Studio Art, but it's actually more of a blender than an actual paintbrush, but I actually use that for blending for the most part. But yeah, okay. So anyways, let me just get this air together right here. So just kind of, actually I didn't mark that out enough. You know, I can probably afford to mix in another kind of shade here. So what I mean is, like, I add two different color tones, or hues I should say, to the highlights, and that can make things more interesting. So I could try, maybe I can try doing that once I mark these out properly. Probably have to move my butt a little bit. Also, sorry if I get a bit quieter. Sometimes I get, like, a little bit lightheaded when I try to, when I'm talking, because I don't talk very much in real life, so I don't think I have the proper breathing technique for talking, so. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it, honestly. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of dumb, but yeah, I'm just, I don't chat enough. It's okay. Alright, thank you for understanding. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there's any, like, videos about breathing techniques for just chatting, because I probably need that. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I might try to play my friend's stream in the background. Not, like, to the point where it's loud enough to hear, but just for the bandwidth, so. Actually, okay, they're not streaming right now. Okay. Okay, it's... Okay, not anytime close, actually. Okay, I didn't really need to look at that then. Yeah, they're streaming at 9, so it's gonna be a... Oops. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, let's make this bit a little bit thicker so it kind of looks like it fits in right here. Out of curiosity, what do you normally like to see from art streamers? I don't know, I've been kind of trying to figure out some new things I could do, but I always get distracted by life or other stuff, so I never really get too deep in there. Okay. Take a deep breath. Stretch. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, sometimes I feel like other art streamers have more exciting stuff, so I feel a little bit bad about not doing much. Especially since not like too much has been going on in IRL. At least not really too much that I really want to talk about in front of everyone. I mean, there's definitely been stressors, but yeah, I don't really want to just blab about that right in front of an audience, so. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Actually, I may as well just make the highlight go deeper. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this suddenly slowed down a bunch, I realize. Yeah, I don't have a very steady hand, so the thing about my pens is I kind of crank up the stability by a ton, so that's why the line art comes out so much smoother. But yeah, my hands are actually like really unsteady, so yeah, I think that's one of the big reasons why like my painting process is so slow. Okay. I did want that little bit of pizzazz, as I said earlier, so it probably isn't the end of the world. Okay. So let's mark out the here, here, here. Honestly, probably should have done some more exercises earlier this morning. Yeah, I just didn't sleep all that well last night, so I ended up getting up really late and just kind of rotted in bed a little bit, so like went out to get creamer and then I just kind of laid around in bed or watching anime for a bit longer than I usually do. Because usually before the stream, I just kind of I try to do more exercises or drawing exercises, but yeah, I did not do that today. I did not properly practice today. Nope. No siree. Okay, so anyways. Hold on. Okay. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, I'm just gonna start focusing on this coffee so it doesn't get too cold again. I always forget my poor coffee. Okay. Yeah, so I'm marking out the areas with the highlights. Yesterday I did think I wanted to try and do a art style or try playing around with another art style, but I kind of gave up just because I was so I wasn't really feeling it yesterday. But yeah, there's what I wanted to do is there's this little DDR music video thing online called Love Shine, and it has like this really cute art style that really stands out. So what style? It's sort of still anime, but it's very like sharp and kind of looks very like 2000s. It's on a music video called for Love Shine. It's meant to be it's meant for like a DDR video game, which is like those those machines where you kind of like step with those like dance steps on them, like the arrows that kind of go down. Yeah, it's meant for one of those. I hate drawing those. Ha ha ha. I see. Like anime or do you mean like chibis? But yeah, just kind of I wanted to try and mimic the style just because it seemed kind of interesting. Sorry, getting nasally. But yeah, maybe another time. Yeah, I always kind of wanted to do one of those art style challenges, but I never end up doing it, so I love the final result, but I hate the process, so I see. Yeah, sometimes drawing can be a pain in the butt. Yeah, I get that. Oops, okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna start marking more hair out. So all right, and there's just this little bit. So okay. Try to mark out the edges right here. And yeah, and I'll start filling in some things properly. I see. Okay. All right. All right, all right. All right, start filling these in. Oh yeah, and I wanted a secondary color, so I was thinking maybe something mintier. Yeah, I think something minty would work for this character. Maybe, hopefully. I try to be a bit light, so because it's a bit different from the rest of the color scheme, I realize. Okay. But yeah, I'll mark these in. Just kind of throw some of this color around. And I'll mix it in with this color. Of course, it's still blended out later on, so I'll become a little bit more uniform later. Okay. Actually, erase a little bit of these. It's because my style is more painterly and anime is clean but detailed, so I struggle simplifying my art. I see. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, sometimes that sort of anime style can be painterly, but I don't think you normally see that in like actual anime or actual animated stuff. That's probably more, I guess, quote unquote manga. I don't know, sometimes the names can get a little confusing, so. But yeah. I'm not entirely sure how to describe my art style in general, but I think it kind of leans in the sort of anime, but also a little bit semi-real, so. But yeah, so. As I do like painterly anime, or like, I do have painterly style too. Obviously not right now, but yeah, I've done a lot of painterly pieces in the past. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna a little bit in focus mode at the moment, so. You know, I'll just kind of add a little bit of back here. Okay, let's see if there's anywhere else. Okay, probably mixing a bit here. Oops. Oops, that's just the normal one. No wonder wasn't changing. Okay, yeah, I'll mix some of this greener color in here. Oops, okay. Oh, my internet is back. Yippee! Oh, welcome back. I'm sorry that your internet is being dumb right now. Yeah. Yeah, I know the pain of crappy internet. I don't think you missed too much, maybe. I started highlighting this dude right here, so... You know, it's been kind of quiet. I guess it's been kind of quiet on my side just because, you know, just kind of focusing on the highlights. Yeah, sometimes I tend to get kind of crazy about the highlights, so. But right now I'm trying to, like, clean them up a little bit, so. Since technically this is supposed to be kind of a cleaner looking piece, but I tend to go a bit hard with the hair just because I like hair. But yeah. Honestly, I'll probably start adding some more lighting effects soon anyway, so. Yeah, it still needs more, pizzazz. You can't see my hand motion, but. Man, I need to look into hand tracking again, because, I know you don't necessarily need, like, tracking gloves for those, but, I just kind of been wanting something like that. You probably heard me when I said this, but my brain kind of, like, stops working when it comes to technology, so that's why I don't normally get that far with stuff like that. Ooh, looks good, thank you. Yeah. Just trying to get all this done. Yep, so anyways, I'm gonna clean up the stuff up here because it's still kind of messy looking. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just trying to... But yeah, I plan to just, like, airbrush some lighting with the overlay layer, and then just kind of... Honestly, probably add some more subsurface scattering, too. That's probably a good idea. But yeah, I'm trying to keep things a little more simple on my end this year. Because I think you heard me mention that I kind of almost burned out last year, so... Yeah. Just try to keep it simple for my sanity. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna lower the opacity a smidge. Alright, so... Actually, make it a little bit higher again, then I'll add another layer. That'll also be glow, and just kind of add glow. And, let's see. Maybe I can try this golden color, and I'll just kind of lightly brush it on. Yeah, I'll maybe brush it lightly on top here, maybe erase what's here right now, and it'll just kind of, boop. Add some glowy bits here and there. Okay. Oh, and there's going to be another ad break, so... Alright, I'll run. Have a nice stream. Alright, thank you for coming here and chatting with me for a bit. Hopefully I can see you again sometime. Yeah, sorry it's been a little bit quiet here. I'm just kind of hyper-focusing. But yeah, have a good day. Okay, so I need to stop and rename the layers again, so... Okay. Okay. Hi, Glow. You too. Alright. See ya. Okay. Highlight. Okay. Oops. This is not, Okay, it's just a layer sitting around. Shade. Okay. Light. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, and I did not, put these in as a clipping mask, so I have to fix that. Okay. Alright, what do I have? Let's do something kind of simple for the clothing. I usually keep the clothing stuff more simple, so not really as important, or... yeah, right now I'm just kind of coming in with this darker color. So I'll name this Bride. And then I will have another, add a basic overlay, so. Okay, and the overlay has more of a yellowish glow, so yeah, I'll let the arms here have the more of the yellow, because yellow kind of draws the eye, and also they're a bit more forward facing, so I kind of tone it down here on the chest, because the chest is supposed to be a bit further back. Of course, it wouldn't hurt to add a little bit right here, but yeah, and I'll lower the saturation, so not quite as noticeable. Alright, and I'll just name this light. Okay, time to focus on the coffee again. Okay, and I'll just do the same for the sash. So, overlay. Oops. Okay, so then just lower it. So, as I said before, just keep it simple. Actually, I should probably have a gradient layer, so basically a gradient shadow layer. It's a very, very basic way of shading, but I think it tends to look okay, or decent. Nice even. Okay. Alright. Then after that, we can focus on the shading. So, or the skin. So, name this light real quick. Sorry, just trying to think about what I'm doing. Yeah, skin. Yeah, I don't mind the short-term memory. So we're just gonna have a simple overlay layer. Then, like previous layers before, I'll try to, or not like the hair layer, I'll add some actual highlighting. So not as intense as the hair layer, but you know, still a decent bit. So, anyways, I'll erase under the nose right here. Okay, now I'll just very, very softly brush it on. Okay, I wasn't satisfied with that. Okay. And up here, Okay. Also, looks like the ad break is going on, but I know that Starry has a... I'm pretty sure you're not seeing it, just because, yeah. But yeah, let's just, start adding the highlights for the skin, so... I'll make the highlights closer to the actual skin color, so... Yes, the add glow layer. Okay, let's, bring it down a bit. Yeah. So... I'm just gonna add the... Kind of add some to just the very top of the hand right here. So... And then probably tone it down, of course, but... Not really highlight when you draw it like this, I don't think. I guess it kind of is, but this is more of a general light source, so. Okay. But yeah, I think the highlights tend to add a lot to the art piece. Okay, so highlights here, maybe a bit at the corner right here. Of course, maybe blend out the corner one real quick. Yeah, I'm blending both of them out actually, so, okay. No, on the top of the lip, on some on the bottom lip. And we add some over the eyes right here. Very, very pretty. Okay. Got some right here, some right here. Okay, hold on. All right, some on the top right here. I'm gonna put some over the eyebrow, this eyebrow. Okay. Okay, so I'll blend this little one right here, so not too strong. All right, now come in with the gold again, and then I'll just add some more color variation with the airbrush. Okay, I actually need to tone some of this down. This one specifically needs to be toned down, I think. And let's just go ahead and go at it. Okay. Make it stronger. Oops. Okay. Yeah. All right. And let's just lower the opacity down again. A bit strong. Actually, maybe I can draw some on this right here. Okay. So zoom out. Okay, it's probably good for now. So let's go to the iris layer, because I've not done much with that. Hold on. Light, highlight. Okay. So let's look at the character's irises here. All right. Try to add some more yellow, or brighter yellow. It's for the little interior area here. And I don't think I will add a layer effect to this. Try to keep it a little. Figure I can probably keep it a bit more simple. Okay, so just try to add a bit of this in here. And just try to subtly smooth this out. Okay, let's finish this coffee up. Hmm. Okay, I'm just looking over the art piece right now. And I'm gonna start probably doing some stuff. So, or getting a little bit crazier, I guess you could say. So, yeah, just hold on. Red. So what I plan to do now is just make another multiply layer, maybe, I guess. Take the red from here and just... Okay, that did not work. Okay, wrong tool. Boom, there. Just gonna take my handy dandy soft brush and just kind of start erasing it. Erase the most around the face right here, and then I'll just kind of course I want to erase most of it, or not erase, but lower the opacity a bunch. Okay. And that kind of adds a bit of pizzazz, I think. All right, yeah. Yeah, I don't hate it. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the line art some more too. Basically around the eyes and the eyelashes. So hold on, this okay. Let's take this orangey color right here, and I'll probably start drawing out. Okay. Actually, this might be a little too close to the pupil color. Yeah, it's like the exact same color as the pupil, so maybe not. Maybe this more pinkish color? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to try doing is, I may as well do it with the paintbrush at this point. Just add a little bit of the shadow color in here. And yeah, I'm basically going on top of the line art, so. Okay. Alright. Okay, and I'll blend it out, so. A little more cleaner looking. Yep. Anyways, we are getting there, by the way. If anyone's wondering. We'll get there eventually. And also drawn some this green from the, because this is the color of his eyelashes technically. Yeah, just kind of put on top. I'll take some of this yellow from the pupil and I'll go over this. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is you could argue this is a little bit experimental. Looking good. Love the warm tones. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to warm tones, but it's part of the character's reference, so it's not like I don't have a good color guide with me. But yeah, I'm just building up on this slowly, I think. Okay. Yep. Okay, and then I will just take this. All right, use the turnip pen. Just kind of, let's see how this looks. I probably want to do this on a separate layer. Okay. Meow. Oh, sorry, Kitty is meowing at me. Maybe tone these down a bit. Actually, I kind of want to add another highlight. I don't actually add eye highlights on that often. But so it's a little bit different for me. Okay. All right. Okay. So, I'll call this, shines. It's basically the eye shine layer. Okay. So we're just gonna, I gotta stretch again, sorry. Oh. It looks so crazy with the model. Oh, okay. Ugh. All right. So, I must confess, I was planning on adding a backlighting, so just trying to think about how practical that might be, or if it would be practical. I'll give it a shot. Overlay. Actually, I kind of forgot that I wanted to have forgot about the subsurface scattering, so yeah, I gotta think about that too. Okay, actually, I'll erase. I'll move this on top of the line art. Start renaming some layers too. Backlight. Yeah, basically I'm trying to add a secondary light source. Maybe that or bounce light, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'll just name it backlight. So yeah, something a little more gold. Sort of implying that it's like a bounce light in a way, but yeah. And putting it over the line art just because it's it would be hitting the darker areas, so okay. Sorry, I thought I heard something in the background. It's supposed to be a big thunderstorm today. Actually, I'm not sure if it's like necessarily big, but it goes on for a long time. At least that's what the weather report says. So yeah, hopefully it's nothing too serious. Yeah, I must have been hearing it from the song because I think that has sound effects in the song. Okay. All right, all right. Doo-doo. Yeah, I'll definitely need to like lower the opacity of this too. Okay, hold on. All right, all right. Okay. All right, fill this in. Do, 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 do. It's actually supposed to be hair over here, but it's been like blocked out. They did a bunch of blocking with the dark shadows and stuff. Okay. Oh no, this is the wrong layer. Ugh. It shouldn't be hard to fix though, so hold on. Ah, man. Okay. Control C. Control V. Merge down. Go back to colors and erase it. There. Yeah, it's... There we go. That's still the wrong layer. Whoops. Okay. That's a mistake. Okay. Anyways. Oops, no. Okay, then. Oh, yeah. I see the issue. I think, maybe. Yeah, here. Nope, okay. Oh, there. Yeah, I see it. It's the gap. Hold on. Nope, okay. Let's fill this in before. Okay, it's not doing it. Have to do this manually. I'm not sure why I wasn't taking it. Alright, let's clean more of this up. And this is just a brush. Not what I wanted. Okay. Okay. We are getting there, everyone. We are getting there. Hmm. Okay. Alright, start filling more of this stuff in. Fill this in. Okay. Oops. Okay. Alright. 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 Erase some of this. Okay. So zoom out and let's start blending this stuff out. So. Yeah, and I'll lower the opacity too. Is this the right layer? Yeah, it's still the right layer. Okay. Yeah, so starting to take up some painterly elements right here. Okay. Yeah, sorry I haven't been talking about much interesting stuff. I've just been very focused on here. Yeah, I haven't been talking, actually. I'm not sure if I was. Don't think I've been very good about my yapping, have I? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've just been very focused on the bounce light here. Since I've been... Can't really use reference layers for it, for the most part. Oh, man. Yep, definitely not a professional streamer. Yeah, I was just thinking that this guy had, like, really bad, sad backstory, so... Yeah, I kind of been comparing him a little bit with Chris Sam, because he reminds me of him. So I was kind of wondering how they would interact a little bit. But I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I'd like to think that Chris Sam would be nice to him, but... I don't know, I feel like at the same time he would probably be terrified. Okay, and the paused again. Come on. Come on. Okay. Anyways, back to OBS. Yeah, I'll just add a wee bit to here. Yeah, like the funny thing about this is Chrysaea also turns into a big snake. Or not big snake, but I mean I guess kind of a big snake, but You know, not like a Leviathan or anything. But yeah. Alright, let's start off. Gonna add some more colors, or at the bottom, and then I'm just gonna lower the opacity, as I said before. Oops, not that much. Honestly, let's erase a little bit of this right here, because it's kind of a little bit too messy. But yeah, let's have it be more subtle. Okay. Alright, and then I guess I'll try to come in with overlay again. And just try to... No, it's... Of course it doesn't work like that. Use the soft brush. You know, make the light golden. Let's like lower the opacity a lot, because I don't want it to be that light. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, under here, I want to add another overlay layer, but since it's under the highlights, I'll just... It won't affect as much, I don't think. Okay. Let's try to have a stronger color right here. Alright. And just put it down quite a bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think things through. Okay, I'm going to add more, a little bit more of a darker color to the over here. So multiply. Yes. Yeah, just add a little more variation. Lower it. So it's... Okay, yeah, at the point where I'm trying to add more effects right here, so dark. Yeah, and let's kind of want to add some texture. So let's see what I can add. How about dappled cloud? Okay, put it over here. Clipping mask. Turn it to overlay, lower the opacity. Okay, you can kind of see it, but hold on. Let's size this up a lot so you can see the actual texture more. Actually, I kind of want to turn it to a lighter color, so let's turn off the clipping mask real quick. Hold on, that did not work how I wanted. Yeah, I said a lighter color. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I mean, it's okay. Let's turn it to... Yeah, see how the color would affect. Okay, maybe not that much lighter, but... Actually, it's kind of cool like this. Of course, I'm not sure if I want it this strong quite yet. Hold on. Back. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to... Okay, was that full strength? Okay. course, would make it lighter again, just because. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it lighter because it's supposed to be for the line art. What if I tried messing with the effects, though? Let's see what difference does. Oh, kind of interesting. Not sure if that's right, though. Hmm. Okay, this is just pink. Anyways, maybe I can, like, use the liquefy tool to add some interest. Pick the textures. Actually, maybe we'll set it to multiply. Yeah, it's kind of richer, isn't it? Okay. And still maybe, like, lighten up a bit. You know, I'll probably erase some of the upper area right here. Just like this corner, so. Okay. Okay, that was the liquefy tool. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, so erase it with the airbrush. So. Not like you can see much of it, but. Alright, what did I want to do next? Oh, yeah. Gen light. Then I'm going to add a vignette, so. Make kind of a dark purple. I don't know. Maybe I should put it under the backlight. Let's see. Multiply. Okay. I'll lighten it back up a bit. Okay. And just lower it back down, so. Yeah, sorry, if this isn't very exciting. I'm just kind of messing with the layer effects, so. Hold on, maybe I should put everything in a group real quick. So, I have not saved in ages. Uh-oh. Let me just take care of these layers and then I'll save. But it just dawned on me that I haven't done that yet, so it's like, oh god. Okay. But yeah, let's save. Yeah, would be very bad if something happened, you know. Okay. Anyways, overlay. Oh, I'm not sure about orange. Red, maybe? I don't know. How about add glow? No. Yellow? Also back to overlay. Kind of a greenish yellow. I'm not sure about that. This shade, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not loving it. Okay. I'm gonna look up the reference image again. What if I use this, actually? Yeah, maybe, you know what? Let's hold off on that part. Control C, V, so right now I'm copying the group. And I'm gonna, like, merge all the selected layers so that group, the copy group, and then basically what I plan on doing is, going in with the Gaussian blur, and I'm I just blur that top image, so. And what I can do next is go back to the airbrushes and put it on the non-color, and what I'm doing is just kind of erasing parts of the blur, mostly around the face. lower it. So yeah, just kind of make it a little bit blurry. Yeah, it makes it a little bit dreamier. Okay, and then I'll go to noise type, which is one of the materials. I'll turn this to overlay, and it'll lower the opacity. So yeah, it gives it kind of a little bit of a grainy retro feel, maybe. Okay, let's see if I can work with the overlay layer now. I guess maybe I can try overlaying with a beige, maybe some bright red too. You know, just kind of a color effects. I don't really want to go too hard with it, though. Maybe. Let me try doing a purple overlay real quick, though. Also, I need to restart my playlist, so hold on. Is this all right? Also, what time is it? Oh, wow, it's 3 hours already. Okay. Just erasing around the eyes a bit. I kind of want to lighten this up a little bit. Not that you can see much because of the... okay, like very little is actually changing. You know what? Maybe I should add some color effects too. Also, I just need to restart the list, so... honestly, I'm going to look at the browser real quick. Also, around the next ad break, I'll probably need to take a moment. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just peeking at the stuff. Okay, but yeah, maybe some effects would be a good idea. So, of course, I need to just quickly... yeah, I'm just gonna yoink one of the colors from the reference real quick, because I think it would be better if I did that. And just kind of throw in my dots, I guess. That could work. Be a little more subtle with it, though. Yeah, I probably should have added a bit more texture like this. Actually, what if I put this as add below and lower it? Just kind of putting the dots in manually. Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe go with the soft brush, shrink it down a bunch. Okay. And I'm just gonna try something real quick. Add glow. I don't know, I'm kind of trying to make it look like there's a beam of light, but yeah, I'm not sure about this. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. I think the dots would be okay. So I'll probably just delete this layer right here, and I'll just add a few more dots. Alright. Yeah, make a few of them more prominent. But yeah, I should probably stay a little more subtle with this one. Alright. Okay, so... Okay, sorry, I'm just going over some of the highlights again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. This might work. So we're just going to start doing the final stage. And what that would be is just adding up order. So... Oh yeah, and the signature. I gotta add the signature. So change canvas size. Okay. So let's add 150 on each side. So 150 pixels, I mean. So 150. Yeah, not too much, not too little. So okay. Okay, that's math. Not the math. So 210, I think it would be. So 2010. Yeah, I had to change whole 3 digits this time. Usually I have to change 2 digits. But yeah, so here's a little thing that I like to do. Is I like to take some of the colors from the image. And basically on the border, I try to just fill it in. So right here. Yeah, just kind of do this basically. Okay. Yep. So it did take me a little longer than I thought. I guess probably at first I was moving like really fast and then slowed down a bunch once the rendering got involved. Honestly, this is still pretty like simple compared to what I was doing last time, but yeah, it's definitely went a little bit crazy at the end right there. But still, I guess the results are worth it. So hopefully the owner of this character likes it. So But yeah, I'll be... Okay. Okay. Probably clean this up a little bit. Also, there's a little bit right here. Alright, so... Yeah, I think I got most of it, so... Actually, there's one little part that I should take care of. Okay. So what I do next is just lower the opacity, so... Yeah, it just kind of carries over a bit, in a way. Maybe a little bit more. Actually, let's, what I can do is, add a little bit of a purplish tint to it. Okay, yeah. So, now make it a little more interesting. Yep, and now it's time for the signature. Oh god, where did I put it? Okay. So, alright. Also, I need to remember what this, their name is. Yuki's, I think? Yeah. Okay. So let's go in with the... Okay, I have to go up here. So we get the text. So I'll write OC. That would be oh, hold on. Yuki's. No, maybe we should check the browser real quick. Might be smarter. Yeah, it's Yuki's. And 2 eyes. So yeah, I did it correctly. Okay, so alright, sorry, I thought I need a pee. Okay, back here. Then art. That is, I misspelled the art. Whoops. Art. Viridian Ghost. That's me. Why? Okay. Let's take one of these colors. Oop. I'm gonna lighten it up a bit. Honestly, let's add up, make the size a bit bigger too. So, and yeah, I just use boring text for my, at least for the Artfight signatures, just because I do kind of have something of a logo, but it's not really it's just my name though. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh man, I hate. I hate this part. Yeah, I guess I can just slap it up here. All right. First, I'll change the orientation of the alignment. That's what it's called, lay alignment. Yeah, I'll change up the alignment so if it's a little bit better. But yeah, so I finished the main piece. So went a little bit crazy with the rendering, but yeah, it should be good. So let's save. And I won't completely finalize it. I'd try to make a smaller version for Artfight, but yeah, I'll be all right. Oh, this is the other character that I'm trying to draw. You know what though? I think I might just end the stream. So, since I got what I wanted done. Basically, I want to finish the... Yeah, I'll do the other artwork off stream, so... Because I don't think it's really that... I think I need more of my concentration for that one, just because sketching is really hard for me. But yeah. Anyways, I do have an... I am going to just... Oh, sorry. I should say that I have a good idea of who I want to raid, though, so... I'm going to raid Neomile today, because, you know, it's their birthday, so... Oops. Sorry, trying to remember how to stream. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to need to open their stream real quick, so... Control-C. No, that's... Okay, I just wanted to copy and paste her name, so... Okay, so I can do this properly. I know. Skill issue on my part. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna start... Nope. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Sorry I got so quiet at the end, but... Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the raid, so... You know, I hope to see you again sometime soon. You know, I do want to do my celebration stream for affiliates. It's possible that it could be this Monday, but I'm not entirely sure yet, just because things are going to kind of crazy on my end. But yeah, so otherwise, the next stream will be on Tuesday, so I hope I can see you guys there. But yeah, I hope that, you know, let's go ahead and do a raid. So, all right, see you everyone. And raid. Of course, I probably should have waited until the raid was properly... Okay. You know, it's fine. Also, I'm turning off my music, so... Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and raid then. So, see you everybody. Have a good day.
You meet your maker. Oh my goodness, hello! Viridian, welcome in. Hi, Raiders. If you got a raid to run, no worries, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, hello, my name is Naomi Lee. I'm an online digital artiste, shabams and shaboots. I stream Tuesdays through Friday, always at 1:30 p.m. EST to around 6/7. How are y'all doing? Viridian, how was stream? What were you doing? We're actually just about to get ready to wrap things up for my stream. We're ending a little early because my folks are taking me out for dinner for my birthday. So, but I hope stream as well. Please make sure that you nourish yourself, that you hydrate, that you take a piss and take care of yourself. You finish an attack. Ooh, I definitely would not mind looking at some art texts.
Sure.
Before we end the day, if you like. If you want to share. No pressure. Ah! No pressure whatsoever. Sure. Yes. And in the meantime,
Okay.
we'll do a little raid trailer for y'all. It's a little outdated, but I'm sure you won't mind. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hi,